Okay, so one thing I want to preface this with is when doing this setup, I would recommend having like a mouse and a keyboard that you can kind of plug into it via hub through the USB-C port, because that'll make it like tons easier rather than trying to use the touchpads and everything in it. So when you're setting this up, I would recommend doing it that way on the Steam Deck versus trying to go the other way and do everything with a virtual keyboard. Okay, so we're here in front of the Steam Deck and kind of going to go over like setting up Starwind on the Steam Deck because it's a little bit more involved. So the first thing I would do is kind of locate your like different files. So like go to your data files in the Morrowind folder, whether you have it installed via Steam or otherwise. If you've already set up OpenMW, then you should already know where this is at. Obviously, you should have your Starwind 7-zip located, and that will kind of help that process. Now, the next part of the process is kind of the one that kind of gets more dicey. So if you don't have an OpenMW installed from the repos, which you probably likely don't, you've likely installed the Flatpak version, you're going to go to the home folder, and you're going to go to .var.app, and then we're going to find the OpenMW folder in here with all of our other apps. And it's org.openmw.openmw. And then you go into config and OpenMW, I believe. Yep, right there. And then what you'll do is you want to copy that and paste, and we're gonna name it with .back as a backup file of the config, so that it's always there, so we can always rename it and copy it over, because this will hold our original settings for OpenMW. Because the process we're going through is installing Starwind in such a way that we don't have to overwrite the data files in Morrowind. So the next thing we're going to make sure that we do is we're going to make sure that in our data files folder, we have the Starwind folder created, and it's currently empty. And what we do next is we go and open up our Starwind directory, and we don't really have to like mess with it that hard. We can go into data files, and then we select all these, or we can leave it as is. So we take the data files over. Okay, so there is another way that we can do this. So what I did on like I did on my regular computer is we can still go to the home folder. We can, let's see, where did games, and then we'll just create folder. We'll create our Starwind folder here, since we didn't have space on the SD card, which is where my Morrowind install is at. So we want to go back to our archive manager. Then we'll extract the data files. It'll take a second to do that. However long that second is. Let's double check that we have enough space in here. Yeah, we've got enough space. Okay, so it just finished, what is it? Extracting. So we don't need this window anymore. So what we do from here is actually pretty easy. So we are going to make it simpler on us, we're going to see if we can copy the path. Where is it? So we copy location. That'll give us kind of the path to our, what is it? It'll give us the path to the Starwind data directory, which is what we need. Because we're going to go into openmw.cfg. We're going to open it with Kate because that's the default text editor installed. And we are going to go find our data line in here in the C config. And we are going to add another data line. So we add data. Did I spell data right? No. And then equals. Then we add a, where's my quote at? There it is. And then we put, I believe it's that one, Control V. Yep. Okay. Then we paste in our line to where that is. And that will tell OpenMW to search for our files in that directory. Then we will save, close, and now what we can do is we can get rid of that because we've got it all extracted. Save some space on our SSD. And I believe we can safely dunk that and tell our camera to stop messing around. And then what we'll do is we'll go into our games and OpenMW launcher. And then what we want to do is look at our data files. And now we can select Starwind Remastered and Starwind Remastered patch.esm. And so hopefully what this should do is actually allow us to enable Starwind and disable it whenever we want to. And actually what we can do is if we create a new content list, we can make it Starwind. Okay. Then we select Morrowind ESM. We Tribunal, Blood Moon, Starwind Remastered, and Starwind Remastered patch. And now what we can do is double check our settings, whatever. We click play. And now Starwind is set up and ripping and roaring to go, if I can use the right mouse. Seems like a lot of the screens don't seem to like... Some of the loading screens didn't quite come out, but... Okay. Yep, and here we are, right in the game. And now you can play it portably because... Let me do that. Come on. But yeah. So if I exit now, quit Starwind, yes. No, I don't need those open anymore. I can go back to gaming mode. And then when I go into library, and MW play, now it loads up just fine. That is not the game that I wanted, but now we're in once again. If you enjoyed the video, then like, comment, subscribe, feed the algorithm, boost the video up, share this video with your friends. If you found it informative or you just want to chat, I've got plenty of places in the description, Discord, Guilded, and what have you. Check those out, and I will see you guys in the next one.